A very good morning. My name is Wilbur Bisarun from BA 2.2. Today, I would like to present about the impact of interest rate, consumer price index, and employment rate towards stock traded based on percentage of gross domestic product among Asia Pacific countries, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Japan, and China. For abstract, the objective of this study is to examine the influence of important macroeconomic factors such as interest rate, consumer price index, and employment rates on the proportion of stock trading activities relative to gross domestic product in five Asia Pacific countries: Malaysia, Singapore, the Philippines, Japan, and China. This research aims to offer significant insight to investors and regulators by examining the association between this characteristic and stock market performance, helping them navigate market swings. The introduction. For the definition, the stock market functions as an indicator of economic well-being and a vital tool for economic expansion, offering platform for enterprises to obtain funding and for investors to use their resources effectively. Referring to the title of this research, the performance of the stock market is shaped by multitude of factors such as interest rate, the consumer price index, and employment rates. For the objective, the first one is to examine how changes in interest rate influence stock market performance among selected countries. The second one is to analyze the effect of consumer price index fluctuation on stock trading volumes and price movements during periods of high inflation. Our problem statement is to understanding the complex relationship between important economic indicators and stock market performance is critical for investor and policy makers. There are three questions from our research. The first one is how do changes in interest rate influence stock market performance among the selected countries? And what is the effect of consumer price index fluctuation on stock trading volumes and price movement during high inflation? The last one is does employment rate have a significant relationship towards the stock market among the selected country? The scope of our research is the scope of the study is to analyze the impact of interest rate, consumer price index, and employment rates on stock market. The focus will be on the performance of these factors relative to GDP in Malaysia, Singapore, the Philippines, Japan, and China. The research seeks to quantitatively assess the degree to which these macroeconomic variables impact the market in the Asia Pacific countries. The research framework. The next section illustrates the structure of the connection between significant variables such as interest rate, consumer price index, and employment rate, as seen at the slide. This study was conducted to investigate the influence of economic factors such as uh, interest rate, consumer price index, and employment rate towards the stock traded based on percentage of GDP in Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Japan, and China. The stock market, a digital marketplace for buying and selling publicly traded shares, facilitates economic transaction and is crucial for a nation economy. Stock exchange provide live interface for systematic matching of buyers and sellers, allowing for financial benefits through informed stock research and prediction. The proportion of stock traded relative to a nation GDP is a key indicator of economic activity, with higher ratio signifying a robust financial system and investor confidence, particularly in developed countries. This ratio lower in emerging economies, increasing with financial growth and reforms, highlighting the stock market role in economic resilience and development. The real interest rate, adjusted for inflation, is vital for financial and macroeconomic analysis, influencing borrowing costs, investment returns, and the effectiveness of monetary policy. It reflects the true cost of borrowing and is crucial in understanding the relationship between interest rate and inflation. Empirical evidence, particularly from Canada, show interest rate adjusting towards long-run equilibrium influenced by macroeconomic factors, with inflation playing a significant role. Research over the past 30 years highlights the dynamic interaction between monetary policy and market condition, and the global impact of interest rate on investment flow, employment, and economic growth underscore their significance in the global economic landscape. The Consumer Price Index and Gross Domestic Product are essential macroeconomic indicators, with CPI measuring inflation and GDP representing the total economic output. The relationship between CPI and GDP is complex. Moderate inflation, indicated by a stable CPI, and stimulate economic growth, while high inflation can reduce purchasing power, distort economic decision, and slow growth. Empirical studies show mixed results on the CPI and GDP relationship, with a threshold beyond which inflation negatively affects GDP. Policymakers such as central bank manage CPI through monetary policy to balance inflation and economic growth, aiming to ensure economic stability and improve living standards. The employment rate, a key economic indicator reflecting the percentage of the labor force employed, signal economic health with high rates indicating strong economic activity and growth. It influences consumer spending and overall economic expansion, impacting various economic facets, including stock markets. Rising employment rates boost disposable income and investor confidence, leading to higher stock prices, while falling rates signal economic downturns, reducing investor confidence and stock performance. The relationship between employment rates and stock trading is further shaped by macroeconomic factors, globalization, and technological advancement, necessitating a true understanding for accurate economic and financial market assessment. For the hypothesis development, the first one, the real interest rate. There is a significant negative relationship between interest rate and stock traded as a percentage of GDP. Higher interest rates are expected to reduce stock market activity by increasing borrowing costs and reducing consumer spending. There is a significant negative relationship between CPI and stock traded as a percentage of GDP. A higher CPI, indicating higher inflation, is expected to reduce stock market activity by eroding consumer purchasing power and increasing business costs. The relationship between employment rate and stock traded as a percentage of GDP is pivotal, with higher employment typically correlating positively with stock market activity. A strong job market signifies economic health, fostering increased consumer spending and corporate profitability, which in turn boosts stock prices. Conversely, lower employment rates can dampen consumer confidence and corporate earnings, potentially leading to reduced stock market performance as investors perceive greater economic uncertainty. The log transformation. The analysis reveals significant deviation from normality in the data for stock traded, interest rate, consumer price index, and employment rate, indicated by the skewness and kurtosis values. Stock traded data show extreme skewness 2.01 and kurtosis 10.40, suggesting outliers and a heavy tailored distribution. Interest rate data has slight negative skewness, that is negative 0.45, and high kurtosis 4.52, indicating asymmetry and thick tails. Consumer price index data show negative skewness, negative 0.70, and near normal kurtosis 3.16, while employment rate data is less skewed, negative 0.34, with lower kurtosis 1.84. To address these issues, log transformation can stabilize variance and reduce skewness, enhancing the validity and reliability of statistical analysis and models. For the descriptive statistic, the analysis of the variable show that stock traded has a mean of 3.81 with moderate variability, standard deviation 0.85, and a slight leftward skew negative 0.29, indicating a platycultic distribution, kurtosis 2.46. The interest rate has a mean of 2.47 with low variability, standard deviation 0.33, but a highly negative skew, negative 3.69, and a leptokurtic distribution, kurtosis 26.77. The consumer price index has a mean of 4.87 with a very low variability, standard deviation 0.14, a leftward skew -1.09, and a leptokurtic distribution kurtosis 4.18. Lastly, the employment rate has a mean of 3.71 with low variability, standard deviation 0.14, a slight leftward skew -0.50, and a plechotic distribution kurtosis 1.91. Unit root test. The null hypothesis that the panel contained unit root was rejected as the p-value 0.0285 is below 0.05. Thus, the stock traded data is stationary, meaning its statistical properties, such as mean, variance, and autocorrelation, remain constant over the time. This ensures it is suitable for time series analysis and modeling without needing further differencing, eliminating concerns about time-dependent structure skewing the result. The p-value for the corrected statistic is 0.004, well below 0.05, leading to the rejection of the null hypothesis that the panels had unit roots. This indicates that the interest rate data is stationary, showing no patterns or trends over time and can be analyzed as a time series without further adjustment. For the consumer price index, since the p-value is significantly above 0.05, we cannot reject the null hypothesis that the consumer price index data contains unit roots. This suggests the data is non-stationary, with statistical properties like mean and variance not constant over time. Additional transformation or differencing is needed to achieve stationarity for reliable time series analysis. For the employment rate, the p-value is significantly below 0.05, allowing us to reject the null hypothesis that the panel contains unit roots. This indicates that the employment rate data is stationary, with consistent statistical properties over time, making it suitable for further time series analysis without needing differencing. The correlation metrics show that stock traded has a very weak inverse relationship with interest rate, -0.0305, a moderate positive relationship with CPI 0.40, and a moderate to strong positive correlation with employment rate 0.49. Among independent variables, CPI and interest rate have a very weak inverse correlation, -0.06, as do employment rate and interest rate, -0.11. Employment rate and CPI have a weak positive correlation, 0.21. This result indicates stock traded is most influenced by employment rate and CPI, while interest rate has minimal impact. Further regression analysis will explore this relationship in detail. The BPLM test for stock traded show a p-value of 0.00, indicating that the random effect model is more appropriate than false OLS. Proceeding with the Hausman test, -0.63, determines whether to use fixed or random effect model. The result suggests rejecting the null hypothesis of no heteroscedasticity, indicating evidence of heteroscedasticity in the model. The Hausman test equal 0.63, p equal 0.88 indicated that the random effect model is more appropriate than the fixed effect model. Additionally, the redundant effect test suggested that the full OLS model might be suitable, indicating insignificant individual specific effects. Thus, REM is preferred, but the final model choice should consider the data context and data objective. The variance inflation factor (VIF) test for stock-traded variables show no multicollinearity issues, with all VIF values well below the of 10. The interest rate has a VIF of 0.99, CPI 0.95, and employment rate 0.94, indicating each variable provides unique information without inflating the variance of coefficient estimate. These low BIF values confirm that the model is robust and that the predictor variables are suitable for inclusion, ensuring accurate regression analysis results. The heteroscedasticity For stock-traded yield, a statistic of 75.44 with a p-value of 0.00, indicating significant heteroscedasticity in the model. This means the variance of residual varies across observation, necessitating treatment to ensure robust regression analysis. The Woolridge test for autocorrelation in panel data yield a test statistic of F equal 7.80 with p-value of 0.04, indicating evidence of first-order autocorrelation in the residual. This suggests that residual from one time period are correlated with those from the previous period, highlighting the need to account for autocorrelation in the panel data model. For recommendation, the first one is advanced econometric models and external shock. Future researchers studying interest rate, CPI, and employment rates impact on Asia Pacific stock trading should employ advanced econometric models like VAR or SEM. This model can reveal complex relationships and quantify how changes in these macroeconomic indicators affect stock market indicators relative to GDP. Additionally, researchers should consider incorporating the effect of external disruption, such as pandemic or global financial crisis, to understanding their impact on stock market dynamic and inform resilient investment strategies or policies. The second one is qualitative method and stakeholder insight. The future researcher studying macroeconomic variable and stock market performance in Asia Pacific should combine quantitative econometric analysis with qualitative methods like expert interviews and case study. This approach provides deeper insight into market dynamic, investor behavior, and policy impact, enhancing understanding and offering actionable recommendations for navigating complex economic environment. For conclusion, this research examined how interest rate, CPI, and employment rates impact stock trading as a percentage of GDP across Malaysia, Singapore, the Philippines, Japan, and China. It concludes that while interest rates have minimal influence on stock market performance. CPI fluctuations significantly affect trading volumes and prices. In contrast, employment rates show no significant correlation with stock market activity in these countries. This finding highlights the nuanced relationship between macroeconomic indicators and stock market dynamic in the Asia Pacific region, offering insight for policymakers and investors alike.